Hi everybody, welcome to your daily tarot reading. This is for Monday the 11th of September. It's really nice to be with you. I'm using the Shakespeare Tarot for today's reading. And if this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, what I do in these daily tarot readings is I choose 3 cards, and that gives you an insight into what that day's energy is about and how you can work with it and use it so that you can have the best day possible. So let's have a look at what is coming up today here on Monday, the 11th of September, and I hope you've had a really good month so far. So first of all, we have the Lord of Orbs in reverse. That's the Knight of Cups in reverse. Then we have the Lord of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Two of Orbs upright, and that is the Two of Cups. All right, so first of all, the Lord of Orbs. The Lord of Orbs, or the Knight of Cups, is someone who doesn't really have mastery over his own emotions. And here, from the Tempest, it says, "This rough magic I'll here abjure." So we've got a magician who's trying to make something happen. He looks like the that evil guy from The Lord of the Rings, doesn't he? With the amazing voice. But it's in reverse. And anyway, magicians aren't particularly reliable. If you look at them in history, they often try and get it right, and they don't always. So it's something that they don't have total control over. And if you watch anything to do with fantasy or fairy tales or something, they always mention that magic comes at a price. So the Lord of Orbs this way around is someone who hasn't quite mastered not just magic, but his own feelings, his own desires for greatness, his desire to conjure up some magic which will elevate him to a position of power, and he's still struggling with that and working with that. That's in reverse, so there's no internal emotional conflict, there's no real internal emotional struggle, so you can relax and you can go into the week feeling quite content. The next card, the Lord of Swords in reverse. We've got the Welsh flag there. From Richard III, advance your standards, draw your willing swords. So, advance your banners, I think that could mean. Advance your armies and draw your willing swords. Go to war. Swords has to do with ideas and thinking. So this is a message, you know, fight for the cause, fight for the crown, fight for what our values and beliefs are, and put yourself at risk to defend the realm. Sounds a bit Game of Thronesy, this reading. But really, it's a card that says we need knights to fight so that they can protect our way of living, our way of life, and we need willing soldiers to do that. That is in reverse as well. So in terms of your ideas and your thinking, I really don't think that you're subjecting yourself to some higher authority, or someone tells you today what to think or what to fight for or what is a good cause and what isn't a good cause. You're not the Lord of Swords here. You're not under the control of anybody, and you think for yourself. And you're really able to speak freely. You don't need to censor yourself, and you feel like that it's really up to you what you fight for and what your beliefs and values are and what you value and what you treasure and what you're going to pursue. You know, there's no king who's telling you what to do. These days we don't, have kings. We have presidents and chancellors and prime ministers and all of these things. But on this day, there really isn't anything that is really limiting you, and you have total freedom to explore the things that you want via your own thinking, and there's no emotional disturbance that really clouds your thinking. So you're crystal clear in terms of your thoughts and your ideas, and you can trust your thoughts and ideas. Finally, we have the Two of Orbs from Romeo and Juliet. Swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon. Which is such a great line, because the moon is inconstant, and you shouldn't swear your love by the moon, because the moon waxes and wanes, and you don't want that kind of love. You want love that's always a full moon. You want love that's consistent and unconditional and true. So the Two of Orbs is the Two of Cups in the regular tarot, and it shows a love, a coming together between two equal partners, and it represents a love for something or for someone else. It's not the major arcana card, the Lovers, which is really that theme in its most permanent state. The Two of Orbs is more temporary and is more inconsistent and a fleeting opportunity. So on this day, because you're able to think so clearly and you're not governed by someone else and you're not being influenced by someone, you've not been brainwashed, your feelings are reliable, they are something that you can listen to, that support your way of thinking about your life. And by combining those two, you're able to think about what it is you love, who it is you love, and what you want to do about that. So you may discover something that you're really interested in today. You may decide to sign up for a course to learn more about that. You may meet someone who seems absolutely perfect, and you don't have to think about it. You just feel that there's a connection between the two of you. You don't know what that is, but you're very, very willing to see where it leads. And whatever form this comes into your life, this Monday, the 11th, is a wonderful day where you're in a good place personally, and something via the external world, via the external environment, something good comes into your life that will then make you react in a way that causes you to love more, that allows you to open your heart more, and that brings more loving energy into your life. So whether it's a thing you discover, a person, an activity, love for yourself, maybe for the first time you're really able to see within yourself because your emotions have settled, you're thinking clearly. Maybe you can start to fall in love with yourself today, warts and all, and truly accept yourself. As I've said, it will appear in many different forms for many different people, but ultimately and fundamentally what this means is that a present is delivered to you today. You don't have to do anything for it. All you have to do is go into the day, use your ideas, use your thinking, and see what comes up, and you'll discover something really wonderful and pleasing, and you'll be happier by the end of the day than you were at the beginning of the day. And that says a lot, because at the beginning of the day you had perfect contentment, peace, and tranquility. So this looks like an amazing Monday. Number-wise, we've got two court cards. A court card is always a 1. So 1 and 1 is 2, and 2 is 4. 4 is about structure and security and stability and permanence. In the tarot, 4 is the Emperor. So really, instead of all these 3 cards, we could just say the Emperor. Your feelings and your loving feelings will become more permanent and structured and solid today, and there'll be a more loving foundation in your life because you're gifted with something that you truly love. So you become richer emotionally, and you become richer when it comes to your love life. So as far as days goes, that is really not a bad experience to have. So I hope you have a wonderful start to the week. Keep your eyes and ears open for things that you could fall in love with. You know, if you're walking down the street and you're constantly looking at the ground, at the pavement, you're not going to notice anything. So make sure that you're open-minded and that you actually see what's around you, and that you reserve judgment, and that you listen to your feelings. Hey, there's something here. I feel a connection. I feel something. So it looks like a great day. If you'd like a personal reading with me about your love life, or about your life purpose, or your vocational aptitudes, then please get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.